Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Yellow Jackets will put toe to leather and will get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Jayhawks offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The special teams proving worthy of their name. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he loses the football on the return. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the first time today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the deep.
They say big-time players make big plays and big...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the back. Oh, gave the defender the business. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Wants to throw on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
Handoff to the single running back. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Finds his man. It's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's going to take off. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with it too. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Off play action on first down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Offense set on first down. They'll try the left side. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Dances away. Complete to the right. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The run to the right. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like the boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. He's back to throw on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get it down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front ball to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Able to pick up a couple on 1st down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Dances away to buy time.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 5th quarter.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same approach.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much worse as the defender was right there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't.
And they got him for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's going to pass on second down. Gets rid of it. Tosses it incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. The punt is headed out of bounds, and they couldn't be happier about that, given the danger of that return guy. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Looking for the end zone. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And right down the middle. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen,
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. All by himself down the middle. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10, and the pass is intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. Takes it the other way. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
We're down to 12 seconds to go before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. No need to move quickly. The give on the inside. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta.
And the Jayhawks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. On the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all this, and the power read, and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Still on his feet at the 45. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. He'll start this drive firing. Now he's going to break the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Sweet cut there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the pummeling has started. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
No, I tell you what, this offense is featuring. They're doing a really good job. This guy is explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the guy.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He wants to throw. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. To throw, it's DeMarco. He lofts one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's short. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Jayhawks will punt it away on fourth down. He's got it. Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. First down for this offense. The hand to the running back. Bulls his way forward.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the left. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the punishment has been extended.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
66, Kansas.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's DeMarco. They're bringing heat. Trying to get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Gets it out fast. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Yellow Jackets pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. The pitch. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
He chucks one out to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep the... to get the completion.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep him honest, pound that rock.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Going deep. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's DeMarco. Fires on the move. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Reload. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to him. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Jayhawks are on the move.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And after they get him on the ground, that's good.